by the way, King Dingbat here, and welcome to another Philly 500 live stream, which unfortunately is being streamed somewhere else by Mark Holmes. But as you can see, my special guest, Mr. Mark Holmes. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, yo, Philly 500.
Is that the Michael Anthony Where's the Fitness talk when he's sleeping?
I know you
can't. You have to whisper, right? So you can't speak. You can't talk. You have to, Well, what do you got there, man?
Hold on. I know you're not talking about fitness, man, with your broke ass leg.
Okay. I am. I'm talking about fitness.
You know what? You need to go to Michael Anthony Fitness School of Rehab to try.
I did. You have to sleep in one of those air chamber things, right? Them sleeping chambers. Oh, I get it. But
okay, all right.
Hey, look, this was all about honoring Mark Holmes. Well, kind of. But I want to have Mark Holmes on, and we got him on. But let me see this. What's up, Big Play Slay, Eagles Clip, Bird Gang 31, Jason Wallace, Herd Season, Scotty Snag. What's going on, everybody in here? Thank you so much for being here. Today I wanted to bring on Mark Holmes because Mark, his Cowboys have actually reported to camp. Mark, what's going on with your team headed to camp? Give us the latest on them stinking Cowboys.
I don't know anything about those stinking Cowboys.
Yes, you do. They stink.
But the Dallas Cowboys are in Oxnard as we speak right now. See, the Cowboys, America's team, and they will be the most covered team without a doubt. Okay, they got 4 preseason games. Not that preseason games mean anything, but 3 of them are going to be nationally televised. You know how big the Dallas Cowboys are, man? Do you know how big they are?
That big?
No, man. They are so big that they're going to be televised in practice. Not a game now, not a game. We talking about practice when they practice against the Rams.
You're also going to be on HBO Hard Knocks, which is a total jinx for you guys. And you know it.
Oh, no. Well, okay, hold up. See, you've been listening too much of the 4-letter word, the 4-letter network, the ESPNs and all that.
I don't watch ESPN.
Okay. You know what? You follow that shit because I've heard you dink and dunk Dak. I've heard you with garbage time and all that other bullshit that they come up with, man.
It doesn't take much to come up with that when that's what the guy actually does.
You know, right? Hold up. You know what?
I just wanted a friendly conversation,
dude.
What,
dude? Okay, but before we get into it a little bit here, I got to ask you something here.
Okay.
What the hell's wrong with your fan base? You got some real psycho motherfuckers out there.
Oh, come on. We've been so friendly with you guys. Especially you. I know everybody's been nice to you.
You know that y'all got some stalkerish, people that need to be locked up.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now. Okay.
No, here's how crazy this shit is. Okay. Now, first of all, I want people to know that I hate the Eagles, right?
Right.
But Philly 500 is literally, he's my buddy. And you know what? I'm man enough to admit, because he's used clips of it over and over again a million times when we did, lose to the Eagles, I'm Philly 500's bitch. Because unlike some of you punk ass bitches that scatter like cockroaches when you lose, I'm a grown ass man and will show up and tell the truth. Okay. If we didn't bust a grape and we sucked. We sucked, and we sucked totally last year. I've got no bones about that, and that's the way I look at it. And in the same breath, I would expect Philly 500 to go ahead and be a man of his words, even though he hasn't been always in the past.
What are you talking about? I haven't been.
I'm talking about Michael Anthony's belt. See, because this is a difference between Cowboys,
that
men of honor, as opposed to you.
You want me to ask for your son to ask for permission? He's a grown ass man. He can make the bet.
Blood is thicker than water, son. Okay,
come on. He's a grown ass man, Mark. He can make the bet.
He made a bet with you that you turned around and made it with a cockroach. It's your boy. It's your boy.
I'm going to get the belt back. Don't worry about that. I do want to say one thing, though, before we get too far into this, though. I did want to congratulate Mark because we go at it all the time. No question about it. But we're friends. We are friends. And I wanted to congratulate you on getting your Hall of Fame credentials, right? You got press passes for the Hall of Fame. Tell everybody about that and what's going on, because it's really
I'll
cool.
tell you what. But before I go into that, I just want to say that this last week and a half has been like amazing. It's been like crazy because we've gone through. We had autograph signing that was in Chantilly, and I went in there amongst Eagle fans because they were smart enough to keep the Eagles players on Saturday and Cowboys on Sunday, figuring we're going to go ahead and avoid drama. I show up there wearing a Cowboy shirt and your Joe Barty that you won. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do something nice. I'm going to go ahead and get, Miles Sanders. And Miles Sanders, by the way, I will say Miles Sanders was actually a really cool dude. He looked at me like, Cowboys. And it's like, hey, man, I'm doing this for one of the biggest Eagle fans out there. He's like, okay, all right, that's cool. Your quarterback, on the other hand, I don't know, man. He showed up late wearing sunglasses, and I was wondering, does he have something to hide? Why was he late? But anyway, I did that, and would you believe, out of the kindness of my heart, I didn't ask you for any money or anything like that, right?
Right.
Eagle fans come through and said, I only did that because I'm trying to make you look bad. I was how am I making you look bad?
No, it's not making you look bad at all. No, it was a gift. I called you up. I asked you for money. But I was talking more about
thanks for the gift. Give me some money too.
No, I meant did I say I asked you for money? Damn, the secret's out. No. I offered to pay for it. You didn't want me to. Cruising 26, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says, look at these peasants. Big Blue owns the NFC East.
Oh, Lord.
Big Blue cruising, man. Come on now.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Oh, look at this, Mark. Philly, I got a super chat from Philly 500's bitch, and it's got me and you in the thumbnail.
Oh, God.
I love that thumbnail. I need a picture of it, whoever that is. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. Cruising also, thank you for super chat.
So back to the whole Hall of Fame thing.
Well,
I went through this past last week. In fact, I think I have two more this week. We have Megatron and I'm trying to think. I can't remember who the other one is on Friday. But I went through and I tried to do something really, really nice for you Eagle fans. I talked to Harold Carmichael. Now, a lot of you young Eagle fans probably don't know who Harold Carmichael is because if they're not on the team this year, you guys don't know anything about your history. But Harold Carmichael.
You can't pin that on no Eagle fan. Cowboy fans are the same way. All young fans are the same way.
Okay.
You gotta keep it real. Keep it real.
Okay. But understand, he was Megatron before Megatron.
Right.
Guy was 6'8" when there was no such thing as a receiver that big.
Right.
And he was groundbreaking. I hated him, although he did play 1 year with the Cowboys. So he did redeem himself after all that evil. And I went through, and actually, can I play that clip?
Yeah, I mean, as long as I don't get copyrighted, yeah.
No. Well, you'd only get copyrighted by me because.
Oh, well, then, yeah, go ahead. I can't. I don't worry about that.
The NFL and I own it. But let's listen to this.
Yes, thank you very much. And Harold, congratulations on a great career and being in the Hall of Fame and inducted.
Thank you.
Two-part question for you. What team or players were you most hyped up to get playing against that you knew that you literally were going to war? And the second part of the question is, as you've seen how football has evolved with the rule changes, if you were playing today, how many more catches do you think you would have? Or how much more difficult would it be playing in today's football?
Oh, wow. Well, the hype team that you wanted to play against is those teams that going to be on television a lot. We weren't on television a lot, but when we played the Cowboys or you played I guess you would call the Redskins. A lot of people in our division, you knew you was going to be on national TV, so you wanted to show what you had on those games. And in Philadelphia, the NFC East is very, very hype. It's a hype conference, with the Cowboys, and and that's the only one that's away from this area. We got the Giants and the and Washington football team, with those two, and then bringing Dallas in from Dallas. Our fans are really they wanted you to get to Dallas, because
that's very, very cool. Very, very cool.
I did that. I did that specifically for you guys, man.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. We appreciate it.
And you would think that I would get a little bit of love from that, but no.
I think Eagle fans have been very, very kind to you, except for maybe one. But I think for the most part, they've been very kind to you lately, Mark. What are you talking about? Ryan Bretz, welcome to Dingbat Nation, buddy. Welcome to Dingbat Nation, man. I appreciate you joining. But I mean, come on. A lot of people reached out to me and they said, did you see what Mark did? That was very nice of him. So I think people have given you credit. What do you mean? I think. What do you want people to do? Let's read the booth. What is going on? It is good to see you. Long time no see. Great to see you. But what do you want people to say? I mean, I don't.
All right, maybe I'm just a whiny little bitch.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm just a whiny little bitch.
But you did get Hall of Fame credentials, so you do got some.
Okay, so
tell everybody.
I will be at the Hall of Fame with media credentials, and I'll be at the Gold Jacket dinner. Now, the thing that's crazy about the Gold Jacket dinner is you actually can't videotape it. You can get the audio and stuff from it and things. You can take, I think, some still pictures that you can't post until afterwards. But it's like, I can't believe this. I mean, you think about 2 classes going in there. We got 3 Dallas Cowboys. I'm talking to Johnson, Cliff Harris, and everything else. And, of course, Drew Pearson. And you guys do have one guy.
We got the best guy. What are you talking about? We got the best. Look, to be a Hall of Famer, if you're a Cowboy fan, if you're a Cowboy player, it's always easier. It's always easier to get in if you're a Cowboy.
Are you kidding?
No, it's the truth. It's the truth. No matter what, you guys always get an extra boost.
Decade team player. He was the only all-decade player not to be in the Hall of Fame. The only one.
Okay. Philly fans, thank you for the super chat. He said, we just sent Mark a super chat. Look at that. Philly fans are sending you super chats, man.
Well, I appreciate that. See,
they should. I thought the Carmichael thing was very cool, huh?
That'll help pay for the extra security I need at my house.
Right. Yeah. Right. Hey, so you're gonna go out then to the Hall of Fame?
We'll be at the game. So we'll actually the first preseason game. We'll be bringing footage. We'll probably be live streaming from the stadium there. It's crazy because they have a media pit. Okay. At least that's what they're calling it. Hell, it might be a big hole that they're going to put us in and just bury us all. But I'll be in the media pit and I'll have credentials. So that means I could literally go up to, if I see Brian Dawkins, Mark Holmes from the Joe Booth Sports Report.
Double Moonwalker in the air. He want to hit you so hard. He'll hit you so hard.
I've actually met him before, and actually another Eagle fan, I actually got him to do a shout out for him before I knew you.
Oh, wow.
So, Brian, we were doing actually community build in Philadelphia.
Oh, very cool.
So literally, I'm trying to bring the fans into the Hall of Fame and stuff. Right. And I feel humble, I feel blessed, and I feel scared as hell.
Yeah. Well, in all seriousness, we kid a lot on here. But like I said, we kid a lot. You guys see us go at it. We go at it over the phone and stuff like that. But we're friends too. So I want to give you, my warmest congratulations, man. I think you deserve it, and I'm happy for you, man. Really am. We all are. In all seriousness.
Yeah.
Now, what's that?
It should be good for everybody.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Now, that being said, your boys reporting today, right, for camp?
They are in Oxnard. They will be sleeping in Oxnard tonight. They have the first practice on Thursday, literally 2 weeks before their first preseason game.
Now, what's going on with Dak? What's the latest with Dak? Is he going to be practicing right away? Has he been cleared?
100% clear.
Okay.
He is ready to go.
Do you think that Dak Prescott is going to have a hard time getting back to the level he was before the injury?
I don't think so. Oops, excuse me. Sorry.
Mark's making a rap right here, as you can see.
Okay, excuse me.
Mark's always got buttons and computers and burns his house almost down, and now he's got. I don't know what the hell that was. What the hell was that, Mark?
No, I got a little problem with the audio.
Did Michael fall asleep on the court or something?
That been it. That must have been it.
Where's Michael Anthony? Where's the fitness?
He's working his job, man.
He's not taking a nap.
I want to kill Cowboy Joe Boo and burn him at the stake and have Michael Anthony fitness roast his marshmallows. What the hell is wrong with you people? Seriously?
What? What are you talking about?
What is wrong with you people?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Birdman 951, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says, Mark Holmes, we want to cook Cowboy Joe Boo and burn him at the stake and have Michael Anthony, where's the fitness, roast his marshmallows. Thank you for the super chat, Birdman. Now, I didn't say all that. I did talk about maybe, having a little bet, which we'll get into in a little bit. Lord Brunson's here. Shout out to him. He said that thing you did scared him. Scared me too. I think that was some satanic chant, wasn't it? Like that was some satanic. Like, don't play that. Somebody play that backwards. See what the hell that is. Play it backwards.
It was some. It was the chickens coming home to roost.
Yeah, I know. Chicken shortage in Dallas this year. KP, thank you for super chat, man. He says first live from East Texas. Let's go Eagles. KP, man, thank you for being here. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you for super chat. Sean, thank you for the super chat, man. He says, I need your advice from you and Mark. Do you think I should go to the Chiefs versus Eagles or Bucks versus Eagles game in Philly? I can't decide between them. Thank you for the super chat, Sean. If it was me, I would go to the Bucks Eagles game for two reasons. One, you're going to get to see Tom Brady. Whether you like him or not, he's one of the greats to ever play. Two, that's a Thursday night game. I think the Eagles could pull an upset. That's right. That's right. I said it.
I just swallowed that. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying Thursday night games, Mark. It's what the hell was that? What is that? What do you say? You sending satanic spells over this way or what?
I fire Howie.
What? What is that? Oh, here we go. My people can't see that. We can't see it. See, this is I can't see it, more. We can't see it.
More Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver.
I gotta mute this shit. I can't hear him. Joseph, thank you for super chat. Says Dallas always wins till the playoffs start. 26 years, Mark. Absolutely. Mark is busy playing my stuff still. This guy's crazy.
I fire this.
I gotta see the video. Where's the video, Mark? Where's the video? You see what he's doing?
Take him.
Are you done? Are you done?
No, are you done?
I'm done. Seth, thank you for super chat. Can't wait to see Devontae Smith ball in those Cowgirls. Me too. You love playing that stuff. Like,
oh my God.
Every stream I go to, I tell you what, playing
really, if you got $1 for every time I played that,
I know.
You'd be driving a great brand new Mercedes.
Oh my gosh. I know. Every time I go to your stream, like seriously, like I'm in there. It's It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. We got over 200 people here. Please please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Click the link in the description and sub up Mark if you haven't. I guarantee you'll have fun going at him. No question about it. Now,
now, Stalker, stay home.
Stalker, stay home. What are you talking about?
You got some crazy mother humpers out
there. Hey, you guys do too. Okay, you do too. But listen, here's what I want to ask you. I want to talk a little bit about your team now. I want to talk a little bit about your Cowboys. You really think Dak Prescott comes out firing on all cylinders? You don't think that injury is going to be a problem early on?
I don't think it is.
No. I mean, that was a pretty gruesome injury, Mark. I mean,
hang on. I'm getting. Hold it. What is the hell?
What are you doing with all them buttons?
No, I've got a feedback in here, and I'm trying to figure out why it is. Hang on 1 second.
It's because my God is more powerful than your God, and when you do those satanic curses, I'm reversing it right back on you. That's what's going on. Birdman 951, man. Thank you for super chat. He says, Mark Holmes of Philly 500. Who is getting the belt? Capiz said, you all won't get it back. He said the midget's going 6-0 in division. Pizzle's high. He's on drugs. They ain't going 6-0. I agree. Giants aren't that good, you know. Thanks for super chat, though, buddy. Kazzy, thanks for super chat. He says, I saw what you did for 500, Mark, you're okay. See, everybody liked that. Everybody thought that was nice.
I don't think he'd do that. You wouldn't do that for me.
Well, do what for you?
You wouldn't do something like that for me.
Sure, I would. $125 for a signature.
Buddy, actually, it was $100 for Hurts and then $60 for Sanders.
Why was Sanders less? I wonder why.
Running back, because they're not. I was quite frankly wondering why the hell Hurts was 100. I mean, Daniel Jones was 140.
Daniel Jones was 140.
140 for Daniel Jones.
I won't forget that, dude.
I was like, I'm changing his name. He's not Danny Dimes. He's Danny. Can you spare a dime?
Danny, can you spare a dime? That's pretty good. Well, the Giants, I mean, their whole season is on his shoulders. Like, I really don't know what he is. You know what I mean? DC for life, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. He says, yo, Philly 500 and Mark Holmes. What is going on, buddy?
Do you realize that Daniel Jones, over the course of the last 16 games, which is 2 seasons now, he had more games than any quarterback in the NFC East last year.
Okay.
He had a total of 11 touchdowns out of 14 games.
Okay.
He's got 13 touchdowns and 13 interceptions in his last 16 games, and I think 3,200 yards.
Okay.
I mean, that's not even average.
Right.
So how is it that everybody all of a sudden thinks that an offense that last year was 31st, only the Jets were worse than him, that all of a sudden they're going to be great? Barkley, they're not even sure he's going to be ready for week 1. He got spanked by a little kid, but ran past him, in his training camp, his camp yesterday.
Right.
So what is it that people think, bad dog and all that, and cop pizzle, that think that, the Giants are so great and they got so much. What the fuck is that?
Right. Well, I don't know. I love Bad Dog, but he keeps calling. He'll say like me and shout out to my man Lord Brunson. He'll say like we're cheerleaders, that we think our team's going to be way better than it is. But all I ever say is my team can compete for the division. Giant fans actually think that they're going to go do something, like that they're going to be really, really good. I don't see it either. Daniel Jones got to prove himself to me. I don't like their offensive line. And then you have Saquon Barkley, who's a good running back, but he's coming off an ACL. A torn ACL is not usually easy to come back from.
I gotta be honest with you. I have to look at him and wonder: can we start putting the bus label on him?
You think so? That you think?
Dude, people on him. I'm sorry. Oh, we got Rashid up in here. We got I should have known I smelled something. I got a couple of Giant fans. You mentioned the Giants and they come out like cockroaches. I got 2 back. I got Rashid and I got Immortal 72 that are in here. Y'all teams are trash. Oh my God. Yeah, we were trash last year. We were, and still, what happened with us? What happened with us, buddy? We were sorry. We had an excuse. We didn't have our quarterback. You had yours. And what'd you do? You relied on the sorry ass Philadelphia Eagles to win one for you. You got what you deserve.
And they're still mad at us for that. They're still mad. Hey, just call me Flair, man. Thank you for the super chat. He says, tell Mark I said I'm sorry. I was sitting on the toilet and called his phone number when the number got leaked. Just call me Flair says he's sorry. He leaked your number.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. So you're on the toilet taking a leak when the number got leaked. So you're double leaking, huh?
That's great. He was sitting on the toilet when he took a leak. What was he sitting on the toilet? What is he peeing sitting down for? That's what I don't understand.
Because he's an Eagle fan. That's what you guys do.
He got you good, man. He got you good. Deontay Cole, thank you for super chat. He says, Eagles are trash, go Cowboys. I appreciate the super chat, but I have to totally disagree with you. So you think, what is that?
A trigger aimed at your head. What do you do?
What is that?
Pop quiz, asshole.
I didn't hear what it said. What did it say?
Pop quiz, asshole. You have a hair trigger aimed at your head. What do you do?
So, pop quiz, man. What are your Eagles going to do?
What are we going to do?
What are you going to do this year? What are you going to do?
I think the Eagles are going to have a chance to win the division. I think they're going to be fighting for this division. I think it's going to go to the last week of the season, and I think they're going to have an opportunity if some things good happen to win it. I think they're going to be competitive. I think they're going to win a lot more games than other people think. I don't think this is a very good division. I don't think any of these teams are really that much better, right? I mean, your Dallas team, which I'm trying to get into your Dallas team with you, but I know you don't want to talk about your defense because it stinks. It absolutely stinks. So Dallas has no defense. The Giants, we have a lot of questions about. Washington has no quarterback. And then the Eagles got some young guys that have to prove themselves. Every team in this division has question marks. There is nobody who is far ahead and shoulders above everybody else. So I think the Eagles will be in this division, and I think a lot of other teams will. I think every team will be in this division, and I think it's going to be very competitive. But I think the Eagles got a chance to win this division. That's what I think. What do you think about my team? What are we going to do?
Again, you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked.
What is this?
Astray.
Are you going to get me in trouble playing all these sound effects?
Nope.
How do you know? How do you know?
I use them all the time, dude. All the time.
That doesn't mean I can't get in trouble. Hey, Drew, thank you for the super chat. He says, Dallas sucks, Dallas sucks, Dallas sucks, Dallas stinks. I agree with you, man. Thank you, buddy. Birdman 951, man. Thank you for super chat. He says, Philly 500, make sure to wash that trophy in holy water because Joe Boo curses all over that thing. I know, believe me, I know. He's got a lot of curses on that thing. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. He says, Mark, should the Eagles be worried about your offense or your defense? Also, was that a Keanu clip? Keanu Reeves, I guess.
Quiz asshole. You have a hair trigger aimed at your head. What do you do?
What do you do?
It is. Yes.
It is Keanu. Whoa. I actually got that because we got Keanu O'Neal on our defense. So that's why every time somebody says Keanu O'Neal, I say, whoa.
I don't know how you get away with playing all that stuff. Ushing, thank you so much for super chat. Cow turds are terrible. Go Eagles.
They're short enough, buddy. Short enough.
Short. Is that what it has to be? Certain.
Yeah, and there's no video with it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I don't know.
Here's what I'm going to say about our defense. And I'm going to, the funny thing is we've heard everybody going out there with all the analysis of every team and they've done their lifts and things like that. If we go back to say last year and look at all of the foreshadowings that they had and all the lists and everything else, remember how they kept talking about every time the 49ers were on the schedule. Oh, look at that game. They got to play the 49ers, right?
Right.
49ers were ass. Well, let's be clear. Everybody thought, oh, the 49ers, they're great. You know, Kyle Shanahan, they're a well-built team, great defense. They'll step up next year. And what happened? It went down the toilet.
Right.
And I dare say you look at teams that have gone to Super Bowl from the NFC, with the exception of Seattle over the last 11 years, every one of them has taken a step back. They've lost a lot more games, and in most cases, majority of them didn't make the playoffs.
Right.
When you look at Tampa Bay and everybody's like, oh, Tampa Bay is going back to the Super Bowl. It don't happen in the NFC. It used to happen with, of course, New England because New England had Bill Belichick and they knew how to cheat.
They had somebody else, too.
What?
They had somebody else on that team.
Well, Tom Brady. Well, Tom
Right.
Brady, you can't. You know what? I'm going to say Tom Brady, had he played back in the day when like guys like Harold Carmichael and Drew Pearson played, his career would have been way over. I don't think taking the hits. I don't think you guys understand how the rules changed from back in the day. You know, there was no 5-yard chuck rule. 25 yards down the field, you were still getting the crap beat out of you. And, there was none of this, unnecessary roughness or below the knees and things like that. They lit people up. When you see one of those violent concussion, hits these days, that was like every other play back in the day.
Right.
I mean, you're still a little bit younger than me, but I'm telling you, the 70s and the 80s, that shit was unreal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like Buddy Ryan had it, he had a simple
body bag game and everything else.
He was beat the hell out of quarterback. Beat the hell out of quarterback, no matter what. Beat the hell out of him. And Brady would have took a lot more hits. But Tom Brady is still Tom Brady, man. At the end of the day, but you have to play Tom Brady week 1. And if you're trying to say that you think they're going to take a step back after winning Super Bowl, I would say maybe, but they got Tom Brady.
I'm saying this now, I may be an idiot. You're a dingbat. I might be an idiot, but I think the Cowboys are going to win that game.
You think they're going to beat Tampa? Where's it at? In Tampa?
It's in Tampa.
He ain't gonna win that game. He ain't gonna win that.
Here's the thing. Right now, just listen to me. I'm going to give you at least my reasons for this, okay?
All right. Yeah, I want to hear this.
I believe it was 2013.
Okay.
The birth of Joe Boo, his very first game.
Okay.
Very first game. The New York Stinking Giants won the Super Bowl. And at that time, the NFL was basically going to the team that won the Super Bowl and doing a community project. So we were in Harlem. I had my man Charles Haley there, as well as other, players and stuff that were there. We did a community build, and we went to the game. And this was the very first game that Joe Boo went to. And this was the New York Giants party after winning the Super Bowl. And it was versus the Cowboys. That game, the Cowboys were supposed to be the sacrificial chicken.
Well, they stink, yeah. But
the Cowboys kicked that ass.
Yeah, but
but okay. Here's the thing. Let's go back to the NFC, because that goes back to my original theory. Because you guys won the Super Bowl, you didn't win the division next year. The Giants won the Super Bowl 2 years, right? They didn't come back and win the division the next year either.
Right.
You look at, with the exception of Seattle going back to back, you look what happened to the Falcons. You look at what happened to Carolina. You look at, you guys, you didn't win the division. You still made the playoffs, but you weren't anywhere near the same team. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we were banged up both first two. Yeah.
And for a multitude of reasons. Generally, you lose coaches, and losing Frank Wright hurts you guys big time. Let's be clear. When you lost Frank Wright, you lost Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was not without him.
Fair. That's fair. I think that's a fair statement.
So when you're successful in a Super Bowl team, you get guys that want to leave. Now, Tampa Bay re-signed all their players, which, shout out to them. But one of the things that Bill Belichick always did, whether they won the Super Bowl or not, 30% of those guys were gone.
Right.
You got to keep them hungry and everything else and keep them on edge, so that way they go through and they have to say, you know what, it doesn't matter if you're a Pro Bowler, my head could be on the chopping block. Tampa Bay has had the whole free love. Everybody's coming back. We're keeping the band back together and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You win the Super Bowl, you have a shorter off season, heal up. Tom Brady had knee surgery. That was supposed to be a cleanup, but it took, like 3-4 months for it to heal. So clearly that was more than just a cleanup. It's kind of like Amari Cooper. He had surgery in early January for a cleanup on his ankle, and it's not sure he's going to be able to start practicing on Thursday yet or not. So I'm kind of like, it's more than just a cleanup at that point.
Right.
Okay.
You
lose players, you got a tougher schedule, and you got a target.
Unknown caller.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry, phone.
What the hell's going on out here?
So I look at this as the Cowboys now having a different look. Do you know what the Cowboys defense is going to be?
Stinky. I know that.
No, hold up. First of all, we've gone through and we put people on notice. It doesn't matter if you're Jalen Smith or not. Basically, the writing's on the wall. You perform or you're gone. You got, Micah Parsons. You got Cox. You got Keanu O'Neal, who's a safety converted to a linebacker.
Right.
You got guys that are, there to step in. You drafted defensive linemen. You got rid of a lot of dead weight.
Okay.
You ended up dropping about 2.5 years of age on your roster. You got younger. You've got 33 free agents on that team after the end of this year. So you got guys that are literally playing for their football life, as opposed to guys that are just kind of like, I got a contract, I'm old and I can retire. I'm just here to get paid. And now you got Dan Quinn, who's a guy who's very hands-on, who has had really good defenses. You can talk about Atlanta and all that, but I think about what he did with the Legion of Boom. And this guy has gotten the attention of the players. And the difference being is, pretty much from the time the draft happened, we had everybody there. We had all the OTA. What are you laughing about, bitch?
You're selling a bunch of hot air. You're trying to talk yourself into having a good defense. Dallas defense is going to allow 40 points a game, Mark.
We don't have to have a top 10 defense.
We don't have a top 20 defense.
If we have a top, we'll be in the top 50. I mean, we'll be in the top 20. We'll be in the top.
Oh, no, man.
If we are in the top 20, let's be clear. My defense last year gave up 29.6 points a game, which is exactly what Kansas City scored a game.
Right.
If they just drop that number by 4 or 5 points a game, if they get a turnover per game, with the offense, you can't honestly look at my offense and say it's not scary.
No, good offense. Great offense. No doubt about it.
If that defense could get 2 stops a game, that's all they need. 2 stops a game. That offense.
I don't know.
And wait a minute. The schedule that my Cowboys have, you know how many good quarterbacks we play?
How many? How many good quarterbacks do you play?
This is the top quarterbacks. Tom Brady.
Loss.
Okay. Pat Mahomes.
Loss.
Justin Hubert.
Loss.
Oh, you're crazy. San Diego, get the fuck out of here. Matty Ice.
That you might win that game because they're decent.
And Cam Newton. That's the 5 best quarterbacks.
Loss.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Kirk Cousins.
Loss.
Oh, get out of here, dog.
That's 5 losses right there, Mark.
Kirk Cousins had 1 victory in his life against the Dallas Cowboys. 1.
I mean, look, you're going to have to show me. They're going to have to show me. You have a lot of changes. That's great. But I got to see this defense. I do like your picks. Like, I like Parsons. I just think those rookies take a while to develop, you know?
Well,
so I don't.
They can't be any worse than guys like Don Terry Poe and Tyrone Crawford.
No, well, they were shot. I mean,
we had nothing, and we had no offseason. We had a coach who was not inspiring.
Yeah, well, those guys were shot. They were shot.
I can tell you right now that those guys are buying into it because that's half the problem. When you have players that are saying that our defense is too complex, it's too hard, then they're not buying into it. And if they don't believe in it, they're not going to play. We were the dazed and confused defense. Now, I'm going to tell you, back in 2013, we had the worst defense in the NFL.
Right.
DeMarcus Ware got cut, goes to Denver, right?
Right.
Jason Hatcher had 11 and a half sacks. He signs a big fat deal with the Washington football team. He leaves.
Right.
Sean Lee, in the first play of OTAs, Zach Martin comes pulling around and destroys his knee in OTAs. So we lost the 3 best players on the defense that was 32nd. Do you know what happened to that defense the next year?
What happened? They went up to.
They moved up to yardage defense 19th, scoring defense 15th, and they were second in the NFL at taking the football away.
Okay. All right. We'll see.
And I'll give you. Okay, you might say, well, that was a while ago, but do you know Brian? See, I see Brian over here, our resident Washington fan. The Washington football team, they were 23rd the year before. And moved up 4th.
Yeah, they got a good defense, though. That's a scary defense.
Do they?
Yes, they do. Yeah, hold up. Let me get to some of these super chats. I'm getting killed here. DC for life, man. Thank you for the super chat. He says, I heard that the Eagle players are hating the head coach. That's called fake news. Not true. Daniel Belfield, thank you for the super chat. Oh, we answered this one. Mark, should the Eagles be worried about our offense or your defense? I did get to
worried about stopping that offense.
The offense, no doubt about it. And I'm sorry, I'm behind a lot of these. Joseph Sanchez, thank you for the super chat. He says Dak was 1-3 and lucky for that one. How good is Dak? How is Dak good? So he's saying Dak ain't good.
I would actually say 2-3 because you look at the Giants. That game was on cruise control after he had thrown a touchdown and run for a touchdown in there, and basically Andy Dalton was holding serve. But I'll also put out there that unlike what Washington did, we were facing the Rams and should have had that win had we not had that bullshit ass call on Michael Gallup in the end where Jalen Ramsey literally curled his arm.
That was a clean play. That was clean.
Oh, you're full of shit.
That was totally clean, Mark. Oh, come on. Robert Gavino. Looks like Nelson is going back per Twitter to Pittsburgh. That sucks. If they lose Steven Nelson, he goes back to Pittsburgh, I'll be pissed off. The Eagles should have paid him. Mullet petition for Alvarado. Thank you for the super chat. He says, Mark, know your JMU head coach. Quote, JP, long story, just happened to be watching your vids and heard the connection. He's also from defensive end and a Birds fan. Who's you know who he's talking about?
Yeah, I'm the head coach of JMU.
Oh, okay.
It's where I went to school.
Oh, okay.
Oh, big super chat over there for you. Oh, that's my man Hawk. Wait, hold it. Stop. Hawk, what the fuck?
What's up, Hawk? Thank you for super. Hawk's the man. Hawk
is a Cowboy fan.
He's a great guy, though. He's always on the channel. Always comes by.
Who it was that made him? Okay, you make bets and things like that. We had Michael Anthony's belt and stuff, but what they did to Hawk was unconscionable.
Well, let me read this super chat here. It says, Philly, I love you, but sorry to tell you the bad news. I lost a bet and had to pretend to be an Eagle fan for 1 year. Oh, really? Okay. I confessed to Mark Holmes already in person. I also want to donate a Devontae Smith jersey to your fans after the Hall of Fame game. Well, Hulk 215, thank you for the super chat. You're gonna have to go into details about this story because I want to know. And if you want to donate a Devontae Smith jersey to my fans, hey, they would love it. I would love that. Just get in touch with me after the Hall of Fame game. But I want to hear this story about how you've been undercover.
I'll give you the cliff notes.
Thank you for the super chat, though, buddy. Appreciate it. Go ahead, give me the cliff notes.
Well, he had sent me a message and stuff and said he was going to be at the autograph signing and things.
Okay.
And, he was merciless at trolling. A couple times he got, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? It's like he's just really literally getting underneath my skin here. Because at first I thought he was a Cowboy fan. And then all of a sudden there's this whole 180. I'm like, dude, it's like he went from being, David Banner to the fucking Incredible Hulk for the Eagles. He turned green on me. And so I meet him. This guy comes up and he's wearing Cowboys gear. He said, "Hey man, it's Hawk 215." And I'm like, "The fuck?" I'm like, "What the hell's going on? You're wearing Cowboys gear." He said, "Dude," he said, "I lost a bet to an Eagle fan, and I had to be an Eagle fan for a year and troll your channel as an Eagle fan."
What?
He said I had to get blocked by you on the channel.
Wow.
And so he was like, "I'm sorry, man. Forget it." He even bought, he gave me a football, Dallas Cowboy 5 Super Bowl winning. Let me be clear on that. 5-time Super Bowl, had all of the victories. You Eagles don't have any of those.
We got Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
You got the ball with the one logo.
Oh,
we got 5 logos on it. So he gave me one of those.
You haven't won in 30-something years.
It's not 30, man.
35, 42 years, something like that.
Okay. No. So I got it signed by Drew Pearson, and we actually gave it away on my show on Friday night and stuff. It's actually going. The guy who won actually is in Puerto Rico.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. It gets even crazier because he actually lives up in Pennsylvania. Okay.
Right. I figured the 215 was Philly area. Yeah. Go ahead.
He's coming down to my house, and he's going to be joining us on the road trip because we actually have 8 of us are going to be in RV, and we're driving to the Hall of Fame. We got a cabin in the RV, and we're going to be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we're going to be tailgating, and we're going to be cooking
meats,
chicken wings.
You're going to be playing with some meats.
Yeah, we're going to be cooking chicken wings. Lots of chicken wings.
Yeah, I bet. Alex B. Dave for super chat. He says Philly got to you there. Mark Dallas defense stinks. It does stink. No doubt about it.
Opposed to the Eagles that just stink all the way around.
No. One stick dick. Thank you for the super chat. I like the name too. Dak is 29-24 since his rookie year. That's not that great.
It's a winning record there, buddy.
Philly, he's Mark. See, Cowboy fans are happy with winning records now instead of Super Bowls. He won Super Bowl. Come on, Mark. Philly fans, thank you. He says Dallas still stinks. Fly Eagles fly. Thank you for the super chat, buddy.
Are you telling me that Tom Brady, if he had come on the Dallas Cowboys last season, would have won the Super Bowl?
With that defense, no.
Thank you. Okay, then you just made the argument because when you go through and say Dak a Dak in that defense and no freaking offensive line. We were 28th in the offensive line rankings last year.
Yeah, you guys. I told you.
I'm not going to lie and say that. Oh, we were still. No, we sucked. We literally lost our center. One of our tackles didn't even get out of training camp. And although I can't, talk about the Eagles because you lost
everybody,
Brandon Brooks, in the offseason and stuff, you guys were decimated as well.
Yeah.
But, to lose Tyron Smith, to lose Joe Looney, to lose Lyle Collins, within the first 2 weeks of the season, and then lose Dak, you can't expect to win without your quarterback. I mean, I know you guys did it with Nick Foles, but you guys had a great team all the way around.
Real teams don't need we find ways to win. Winners find ways to win.
Then how come you didn't find a way to win against Washington there at the end of the season? The Giants fans are asking.
We did win. We did win. If we don't do what we did, we don't have Devontae Smith right now.
What's funny is
we would have Devontae Smith. We wouldn't have that extra first round pick. So
funny about you guys and wide receivers.
Well,
every year I keep hearing about Charlie Whiteside, Dakota Whiteside. He's going to be
nobody thought that about that.
My
guy.
God, Philly, everybody! Don't make me go find the tape.
You didn't hear me say it. Okay. Call 215. Thank you for super chat. He says, "Who will have a better career, Devontae or CeeDee Lamb?" And let's keep it 100. I think Devontae Smith.
Of course you think Devontae Smith. You're hoping and praying so you can make up for the last two screw-ups you've had at Whiteside.
No, I'm just being honest.
Oh, come on, in Whiteside. Come on, man. It's so crazy to think that.
Dude, I had Devontae Smith. I had Devontae Smith ranked the top 4 player in this draft.
Okay.
I always thought that he was going to be that good. I did.
And he goes to Philadelphia and has a cheesesteak, and then all of a sudden he's ass. He's ass. Okay.
Yeah, right. Torneville, thank you for the super chat. He says, Joe Boo has less curse power than Danucci. No fear. Okay. They don't fear Joe Boo anymore.
I don't want you to fear. Please embrace him. Okay. Take him home.
Birdman says, thank you for the super chat. He says, I sent Mark a super chat and he didn't read it.
Oh, Birdman, I appreciate it. But see, I'm trying to be respectful of Philly 500 because this is his channel. But Birdman, shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
Shout out. If Philly, like I said, this is Philly's show, so I don't want to disrespect him. But let me go through. Birdman 915. Mark, congratulations on having the best in the business on your show. Oh, so he's talking about Harold Carmichael. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Please thank Philly 500 because the show just became the best show, and Joe Boo stinks. I shout out to you, Birdman. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
You guys are cool. Some of you guys are cool with me.
See, we're cool. We're cool.
I said some of you.
We're all cool. Lord Nova, thank you for super chat. He says, "Go Cowboys." Philly waiting another 52 years for Super Bowl. I don't think that's going to happen at all, my man.
Wait, Lord Nova, you went on over?
He went on over. Richard Henny, thank you for super chat. He says, sign Steven Nelson. Philly, call Howie Roseman. Yeah, we need Steven Nelson. We need another cornerback. No doubt about it.
All right, so what's your record going to be, man? I mean, I remember last year what you said to me. Do you remember what you said to me last year? And I should have.
I said we win this. I know I said we win the NFC East. I know I said that.
But you said it's not even going to be close.
Oh, by 2-3 games. Yeah.
Yes, right. And who knew 2 or 3 games was going to win the division?
Well, you know what? I looked at the end of 2019 and I said, oh man, Carson came alive. He really led this team. We're going to take that next step. And it was really a horrible season. It was.
But hold on. See, here's the thing. And this is where sometimes we get fool's gold, Pyrex.
Right.
Did Carson Wentz really come alive, or did he just play a bunch of bad teams?
No. I think he came alive. No. I think he came alive. I really thought he played really good football. Mark, they didn't. I mean, even if they were playing bad teams,
they were Giants, Washington, Dallas.
But Mark, look who he was playing with. Look who was on the field with him. Everybody was banged up. He had nobody.
Okay,
he had Miles Sanders.
I'll have your opinion, and I'll have mine on. I think he was still playing. He was playing good against inferior competition. If he was playing that way against, say, Seattle or or the Saints and stuff, I'd say, okay, yeah, he was playing great. But this is the same thing with the Washington football team. When you look at the Washington football team, they had 630 burgers put on that defense.
Right.
And so coming down the stretch, you played against the Cowboys, right? With like Ben DiNucci and Andy Dalton coming back from COVID. You got Danny, brother, can you spare a dime that you're playing his ass, right? And you lost to them twice. You lost to the Giants twice. And
we didn't lose the Giants twice.
Washington did.
Oh, Washington. Oh, yeah.
That great defense. Danny, can I borrow, can a brother get time? Lord Nova, I appreciate you coming back over. Okay, you played the 49ers against Josh Rosen as the quarterback. The only quality win that you look at, you actually say, is the Pittsburgh Steelers that they had. 4 of their wins were you and me. That's 4 of them.
Right.
They beat Cincinnati with their second-string quarterback after losing their rookie. Okay. Right. They beat Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And they beat the 49ers. That's it. There was no big, there was no great teams that they faced and did anything against.
Right. Now, how
Well,
many
you're playing against a 4-string quarterback? Is that a great defense? Is it?
No, well, look, you can only play who you're going to play, Mark. Right? You can only play who you're going to play. Did they not play? They played Tampa pretty good in the playoffs, right? They actually gave them the toughest matchup.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
I'll give you that one.
Iconic Spin Dash, thank you for the super chat. He says, "What up, Philly? I hate Dallas more than anything, but Mark is a pretty cool cat. Salute to both of y'all. Fly, Eagles, fly." See that, Mark? Another
Spin Dash. Okay.
See, everybody loves you. Well, you know, they're giving you love.
No, he all right. Okay. No, they're treating me like family. When you get that family get together and you got
right. You're the crazy uncle.
Come here, give me some sugar. And you're like, ah. That's the way they treat me.
Deontay Cole, thank you for the super chat. He says, "I'm just here to troll you loser Eagles. Pound Team Joe Blue, pound Cowboys." Well, thank you for coming over. Thank you for the super chat. We'll take it. We got 362 people in here. Please like, please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And definitely click the link in the description and sub up my man.
Okay, so I still didn't get you.
So here's what we'll say.
So what's the record going to be?
What's the record going to be? I will say I think the Eagles win between 7 and 10 games. I don't have an exact record at this point right now, but I think between 7 and 10 games is reasonable. Last place schedule, weak division, and I think that's fair. So hopefully 10. If we get 10, I think we win the division. But I think between 7 and 10, you know, that's what I think. What do you think that your Cowboys win?
I think 11-6.
You think they're going to go 11-6?
I think 11-6. I mean, here's the thing for Washington now. Okay, now everybody all of a sudden is thinking that Ryan Fitzpatrick is great. In fact, I've got this guy whose name is Sam I am, and I keep telling him I don't like green eggs and ham. Who was like bragging, Ryan Fitzpatrick's got 223 touchdowns, and I'm kind of like, dude, that's like over 16 years. It's only like 13 a year. Okay. Yeah. And he's like, the Cowboys will be crying while we're winning Super Bowls for the next couple of years. And I'm kind of like, dude, put down the crack pipe. Ryan Fitzpatrick, over the last 16 games, I figured it out. I think he has 21 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, and like 3,100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at best, that's average.
Right.
And Ryan Fitzpatrick usually plays well early in the season and then gets bad in the back and gets released. Yeah. But I will say he is record-setting.
Yeah.
He has started for 8 different teams, which is an NFL record.
Yeah, well, that should tell you something. He's been with 8 different teams, he said?
Yeah. So they've got to face Tampa, of course, like all of us, and of course, Kansas City. But they also have to place Buffalo and Josh. They also have to place Seattle, Russell Wilson. We don't know if Green Bay will have Aaron Rodgers or not on there. They got to face them as well, along with the other teams that we face. So they've got a much tougher schedule than what we have. And, we'll be gunning for them. The secret's out that, hey, if we beat Washington, then that makes us look better.
Right. Well, I think the problem with Washington, obviously, is their quarterback situation. I don't think they're true contenders until they get a quarterback. So, I don't necessarily know how good they can be with Fitzpatrick. I don't like Fitzpatrick. He seems like he's like, like you said, early in the season, or he'll have like a 2 to 3 stretch early that he's really hot. And he's hot.
He's like, oh man, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, and then he's horrible.
Right.
So if I was Washington, I would have done everything I could have to get Aaron Rodgers. I mean, that would have been the play. If I was wise, if I had to give up 2 first-round picks, 3, because I think they could win the whole thing with him if they would do that. So I don't like their quarterback situation either. I don't. But I do think that on both sides of the ball, especially that defensive line, and I mean, they're good. I think they're good, And
I'm not saying that they won't be a decent team, but I don't think that when you get guys like what's my man from Get Up? Not Mike Golick, Mike Greenberg, like, they're one of the best teams in the NFC. And I'm kind of like, I'm sorry, I don't see that. I just don't.
Right. No, I don't think they are, unless they got Aaron Rodgers. If they got Aaron Rodgers, I think they'd be a top
Oh
top
yeah,
two
I
team
mean,
in the NFC,
there's a major. Let's.
Well, yeah, there's a major difference.
Aaron Rodgers should be, a top tier team in their conference.
Right, absolutely. JT Sports, my man, thank you so much for the super chat. He says Washington played with 3 different quarterbacks last year. Yeah, they did. I mean, they don't have a quarterback. That's a problem. Richard Henney, thank you for super chat. He says, Mark Holmes, are you going to agree with Philly 500's bet? Yeah, we're going to get into that like towards the end of the show because I want to make sure
Philly,
that I pin him down.
It's after 7, right?
It is. It's 4 o'clock.
We've already been here for an hour.
55 minutes we've been here. So what we'll do
I forgot you started late. I started.
We'll do like 5 more minutes. How about that? How about that?
We'll go.
So Washington, we both agree needs a quarterback. Giants, we think they're not going to be that good, right? So
Jason Garrett.
Yeah, well, that's your boy.
No, he was never my boy.
So when you look at it, then according to Mark Holmes, you look at it and you say, Dallas is probably the best team in this division, according to you, when you look at the 3 teams, because they're not that good, right? You have a quarterback and nobody else does. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is, well, you got to look at circumstances. I look at if my team – we got a lot of ifs. Everybody's got a lot of ifs.
Everybody's got a lot of ifs.
Because, if you got somebody who's a rookie that all of a sudden comes out and plays great and you're not expecting it, I mean, I could look and say when we lost Tony Romo, you looked at that season and said, oh, we might as well pack it in now. But then Dak, as a 4th-round pick, ends up, leading the team to 13 victories. You don't expect that. Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But if my offensive line gets anywhere back to where they were, that's going to make Zeke Elliott really good. CeeDee Lamb, dude, was an absolute beast last year.
He's good.
Had stayed healthy, he might have, taken care, gotten that guy that's ass. A run for his money for Rookie of the Year.
He's good, yeah.
And you've got some players that are really good if they're healthy. So I look at the head and shoulders, there's no offense anywhere close to our team's potential. And this is what we're basing everything on.
Right.
Defensive-wise, we got to do better. But that's the area that we can improve the most. That's there's you were so bad that you literally you could just lay on the field and probably pay better than you did.
Yeah, this guy would kill me if I didn't put this up here and read it for you to see it because he's one of your trolls. But he'll kill me if I don't read it. So Mav1 says, Philly, why you have this fool on the channel? He's talking about you, Mark. He's gonna say you read my thing. He loves you, Mark. He loves you. Mullet petition for Alvarado. Thank you for the super chat. He says, love the fireside and garage chats. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. But let me ask you, so you think Dallas, if they can stay relatively healthy and that offense is good, you're going to be good, of course. But how about my Eagles now? If the Eagles relatively stay healthy with that offensive line, if they're relatively healthy and they actually use their running game, why can they not compete for this division?
I'm not saying that anybody can't anybody can, because we've seen teams go from worst to first to the Super Bowl. Eagles, many, many times, and more times than not, it's the team that's kind of low in the division that ends up winning the next year.
Unknown caller.
Say hello to your little friend.
Yeah, that's my ringtone. Somebody keeps calling.
Is that your wife calling?
No, it's not my wife. I don't know who the hell that was.
Okay,
somebody from Connecticut. I don't even know anybody in Connecticut.
The thing that I think is the biggest question mark is your quarterback, and it doesn't seem like you guys, from what I talked to, again, surrounded by Eagle fans that all kept giving me the look. This one guy was like, I'd shank your ass in a minute. Right. Is the quarterback, and most guys I'd say, so what do you think about your quarterback? And they would always hesitate to say, he's good.
Right.
Kind of like. You don't know. From the sample size, 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 5 games?
4 games. 4 games. He started 4 games.
The question is he the guy? You've got a new coach, which always makes it more difficult too. And, I've heard some grumblings that some of the people, Mr. Rock, Paper, Scissors.
I like him a lot. I like this coach a lot.
Philly. There's nobody out there when they come to Philadelphia that you don't like. until
That's not true. That's not true.
Bullshit.
That's not true. I hated Nelson Aguilar when he came. I was not. I'll be honest. I was not happy, and this was right before I started my account. I was not happy when they hired Doug Peterson.
Dude, who was that cornerback that you hired from the Jaguars early in the offseason? And you were like, "Oh, he could be a starter. He's great."
Who did I? I never said that. A starter.
You guys,
you show me that video where the guy that I said could be a starter. Nah.
You said it could be challenging for us. Oh, this is a great. Every move the Eagles have made is like, oh, it's Howie Vision. It's Howie Vision. Oh.
You know how the Howie Vision thing is not meant to be a compliment. You know that, right? When I say Howie Vision, that's not meant to be a compliment.
Okay,
that's not complimentary, Mark.
It's not. Okay,
no.
Right. I thought Howie Vision like he was like
no.
You know this. He's got this brain and making all these great calls.
Howie Vision is a spoof off of WandaVision. You ever see Wanda where she's in her own little world and like nothing else going around? She's just in this little fake world. That's what it's about. So, yeah, I never said that about the Jaguars corner. I would never say that something that dumb.
You know the great thing about the internet? Nothing ever dies.
I know. That's why that's why I know I'll never see that clip.
Okay, all right. Well, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. What, Stu? What the hell?
What?
My man, Stu. He takes care of my Discord channel. He's
me too, Stu, man. Welcome to the channel. Make sure if you haven't, sub up. Please like, subscribe, all that. Thank you for super chat. He says Eagles stink, but you're good people. Philly 500. Thank you, buddy. I look forward to playing with you in the first ever JSR Fantasy Football League. How about them Cowboys?
Yeah,
I'm all for the JSR Football League. No doubt about it. Thank you for the super chat, my man.
Forgot to tell you about that because you had mentioned that you said that you wanted to when you came on my live streams that you
sure, yeah. I'll play. I'll be in it. Now listen, Mark, we gotta bet. We have to bet. I want Joe Boo's head on a platter. I want his head on a platter.
Hold on. Wait. I'm going to ask you something.
What? I want his head.
Hold on. Do you love your kids?
Yeah, of course.
Would you bet your kids?
Possibly. No, I would not bet my kids. I was joking, people. But what is that? You're saying Joe Boo's your kid?
You know what? I'm going to be real with you. Dude. I used to have a thing of being able to talk in public. I used to stutter. I used to be scared to death to be in public and stuff. And some crazy things have been happening since I've had Joe Boo. I don't know. I'm telling you. Listen.
I believe it.
Billy, I want you to think about this. I am going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, not as a fan, but as media.
I know.
How does that shit happen? This shit doesn't happen to guys like.
Did you sign your soul to the devil?
No,
did you sign yourself away?
I did not.
Come on.
No, I'm telling you.
You didn't sign one of those like rock star 25-year contracts?
Nope. I didn't. But I'm just saying, you want me to go ahead and chance it because see, I know how you are. I saw you with Michael Anthony Fitness's belt.
What did I do?
Oh man.
What are you talking about?
I fire Howie. Fucking fire him. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot!
What does that have to do with the bet?
Idiot!
What does that have to do with the bet?
You never. Okay. I don't want to be Hawk 215. You know what? And you never put something on the line that you care about. Oh, okay. I tell you what. Okay. Hypothetically, let's say I was to put Joe Boo.
So you want me to send you one of my kids, is what you're saying?
Get in my belly. No, what would you be willing to put on the line then? Listen, I don't want to sound satanic and stuff, but he's been one hell of a good luck charm for me.
You want me to buy you another Joe? You want 2 voodoo dolls?
Hold on. There's no such thing as another one. I do that with my own two hands.
What about if I buy Michael Anthony wears a pillow for nap time? How about that? Is that good?
Remember, I'm the motherfucking one who calls the shots. And you better pay me the respect that I gave your brother, or we're gonna have a problem.
Tony Soprano. You got Tony Soprano on. Let me think here. What would I be willing to? What if, let's see. What would you want from me? What would you want?
I don't want a motherfucking thing from you.
I
don't have anything that's as valuable to me as Joe Boo. You just don't.
All right. So you're not going to give me Joe Boo. You're not going to give me Joe Boo.
Okay. Let me go through the list of players, okay, that have gone through, or people. Roger Goodell. Calais Campbell. Calais Campbell actually, more times than not, has seen me and said, "Where's Joe Boo?" It's like, fuck you. He doesn't care about me. He wants to see Joe Boo.
All right, how about this?
Mario Davis. I'm talking about Dak Prescott. Hell, Dak Prescott even has him wearing a Joe Boo t-shirt. Okay.
How about this? How about I get
when you come up with something that's as valuable as me putting Joe Boo on the line, other than bragging rights.
Oh, dude, I already got that belt was more valuable than Joe Boo.
That belt didn't mean shit to me.
That belt was more valuable. Come on, Joe Boo's a satanic voodoo doll. How about if I lose, how about I have to wear Dallas Cowboys? Oh God, I don't want to do this. Don't want to do this. Dallas Cowboys jersey for a week. No. What? No? You say no? You say no? You said no, right? You said no? I'm out of that one.
You know what? Hold on. I tell you what. All
right. What?
How about this? If I put Joe Boo on the line, which is something that is near and dear to me, if all I know, if I were to cut his head off, it might be lightning bolts and stuff that just come flying out. I don't know. I honestly don't know. A lot of times shit has happened with Joe Boo that I kind of look and give a side eye, like, did that shit happen? Because I'm going to tell you, just bear with me, Eagle fans and stuff, but this is some crazy shit. I remember when I was in Houston for the Super Bowl, and I wanted to be on the set of First Take because Dak was going to be on there. And I overslept. By the time I got down to where they were filming it, the line went around the building and down the block. Okay? And literally, they only had seating for like 200 people. So there was like no chance in hell that I was getting in there. So I'm getting ready to leave, and I'm out front, and a follower came up and said, "Hey, man, I watched your show and stuff." And that's, so we talked to him, we shot a video. Next thing I know, one of the producers comes up, and he grabs us, and then he brings us around the side to be in the entry of the show. To make it even crazier, here it is after they've done the entry for the show. Here comes Stephen A. Smith, and he's high-fiving everybody. And so I've got Joe Boo, and I'm holding up in the air, and I'm saying, "Stephen A," right? Because he's reaching his hand out to high-five everybody. And Joe Boo's hand gets caught in Stephen A. Smith's jacket and goes flying. And it looks like Stephen A. is hitting Joe Boo in the face.
I need to get that picture.
Okay, so literally, and this happened back in the Super Bowl in Houston, so I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. But literally, I did this whole thing that, we're suing Stephen A. Smith for abusing Joe Boo. But I look around and say, how does some shit like that happen? You follow me?
So you think that Joe Boo is good luck?
Hold on. Well, he has been for me. Listen, I'm still alive. I'm here talking to you guys, okay? I got 220 people here on my show. How many you got watching on yours?
333.
330. We got 500 people right now watching this old, ugly ass, okay, who used to stutter, who has credentials to go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame as Joe Boo Sports Report. How would it look if Joe Boo lost his freaking head from Joe Boo Sports Report?
It would be awesome. It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome for the world.
But if it's going to be that you're betting and you want me to give up something that's near,
you can't really think that doll is the reason for your success,
dude. It may or may not be.
I hate to find out some satanic stuff going on there, Mark.
Listen, I hate to find out the hard way that it is.
Let's find out.
But if I were to do something like that, shout out to I appreciate that with his manicotti for dinner. I'm gonna go the Hawk 215 route.
All right, give it to me. You want me to be a Cowboy fan for a year?
Yes.
How the hell am I gonna do that?
Philly 500 double moonwalks the Eagles. Same name of it.
That's impossible. That's an impossibility. You know I can't do that. I can't do that.
And I can go ahead and take Joe Boo's head?
Yeah. You get the head back at the end of the year. You glue it back.
Nope.
All right. So Mark is not taking my bet. This is what it comes down to.
Dude.
He does not want to put Joe Boo on the line. Week 3.
There are thousands of people who have met and taken pictures with Joe Boo. From like Susie and Fernando, who came through and gave me Joe Bear and stuff. From great people like Joseph Heather.
See, I'm right. That doll's satanic. That doll has some control over you.
Jesse Jackson. I'm right. He's been on the set of the Today Show. He's been on Super Bowl coverage on ESPN, NFL Network. Hell, one year for Inside the NFL, he was captioned at the Hall of Fame and was in there actually advertisements. And you want me to say, oh, sure, you can just take his head for nothing.
Yes.
What are you offering then, Philly? What are you offering? Yes. What you got?
You want me to root for Dallas for a year?
Yeah.
That's insane. All you're telling us is that doll has got some satanic hold over you. It's got some satanic hold over you, Mark.
So which is okay? All right, your channel or one of your kids? Which one?
My kids.
You give up your kids? You better keep your eye open.
I'm just kidding. Mola Petition, thank you for super chat. Is Ben the knee boy going to be okay? Is Ben the knee boy going to be okay? I think he's talking to you. I think so.
I ain't never bet the knee. Okay.
We need a bet. I want Joe Boo's head. If I can't get Joe Boo's head, then we're going to have to think of something. But Mark is not taking the bet. He's not taking it because
why would
Mark is using satanic energy from voodoo dolls. Sacrifice. I knew you were sacrificing all them chickens. I knew that doll was some little satanic. Does it walk around the house at night in the middle of the night?
He might. I keep his ass locked in the basement.
Yeah, it's like Chucky. It's like Chucky doll.
Hey, listen. After I go to bed, what he does down in the basement, that's on him. Okay.
Mark don't want it. How did I get this bet last year then? Oh, it was Michael. Michael made the bet for you. Michael made that bet. Yeah, I have to talk to Michael again. Michael will help me. We got to get Joe Boo's head on a stick. But I'm worried about Mark now. I'm really worried about you because I'm afraid that the satanic hold is on you. That voodoo doll, it's got satanic energy around you, and you're selling your soul to the devil.
Oh,
I'm very concerned, Mark. We are very concerned.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll have to work something out, huh?
You heard my terms. You heard.
Yeah, I can't accept that. I can't fake it for a year.
Hawk did.
Hawk is a better man than me. I can't do it.
So what you're saying is your ass.
I'm ass. I can't do that. I cannot root for Dallas for a whole year. I mean, if you would have said like, all right, for a week, you have to do positive videos on Dallas or something, I would have said, all right. But for a whole year, be a cow, I can't do that. I just can't do that. So we'll have to think of something else. But I want something good by week 3.
You are literally literally asking me to put everything that is the Joe Boo Sports Report. The Joe Boo, that's what you're asking me to put up.
No, I'm not. You're the Joe Boo Sports Report. That's just a voodoo doll.
Sports Report with Joe Boo's logo face on it.
There's no reason why, once his head's chopped off, you can't just have the body headless. He could be the Joe Boo Headless Sports Report for like a year. Why not that?
How about you go headless?
Well, my wife might. That might happen. Pause. I have to pause, you know. You're getting a little, you know. Anyways, Mark don't want to bet. I can't do nothing about it.
I said I would bet.
That's unreasonable.
You came up with what you wanted to bet for.
That is an unreasonable request. It's an impossible request. Oh crap! Look who it is. Mark Holmes Mullet. Thank you for the super chat. He's back. He thinks he's got you as Lionel Richie.
The mullet has been long gone, dude.
We've been looking for D2's today for super chat. He says losers wear the winner's quarterback jersey for a year on all live streams. You all bet that. That's a tough one.
Okay.
For a whole year. I'll think about that. I'll think about that one.
David Wiley says make it 2 years.
Make it 2 years.
Look, if my fans are like, don't do it. Don't put Joe Boost.
Yeah, Mark don't want it. They don't want any piece. Mark thinks Mark is got some satanic control. He's giving up satanic control to this voodoo doll. I'm afraid Mark might have sold his soul to that voodoo doll. I'm worried about him. I'm going to send a priest
to Hall of Fame. I will have a primo seat to watch the induction ceremony and to be part of covering it.
What year does your contract run out with the devil? Was it like 27 years? Was it 27-year, 28-year contract? When's he coming to collect?
Oh, Lordy. 27 years. Hell, I won't live that long.
You know, that's what they say. You ever see the things on the rock stars? And they say that they do these satanic contracts and they all live like so many years and then they all die young and early because they sold their soul to the devil. Some weird stuff. I buy into some of it. DC Cowboy, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, Philly, you wear a Cowboys beard for a year for Joe Boo's head. I might do something like that. We'll see. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for super chat, buddy. But we'll see. We'll have to figure it out, Mark.
Okay.
We'll have to figure it out. All right, guys. Well, listen, I want to thank each and every one of you guys who joined us today. We've gone over an hour. I know Mark, he's got things to do. We got things to do. You guys got things to do. But I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming on, hanging out with us. One more super chat. Cito, thank you for super chat. He says, this is a mute point, but both of your teams are going to get swept by the Giants. Might as well rename the stream to Dallas and Philly Cope Session. We'll see. Thank you for the super chat. We shall see, man.
Fucking fire.
Here we go.
Stupid motherfucker.
You love that. You love it.
Oh, my God, I love it.
You love it. You don't like my Devontae Smith reaction because it was a good one. It was a good one.
Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me?
Hey, I have a quick question for you on the way out. What did you think of the Eagles?
Okay.
What did you think of the trade, though, for the Eagles getting Devontae Smith? Like, in all seriousness, what did you think of the Devontae Smith trade with your Dallas Cowboys to get up and get him?
I would have liked the Cowboys to have gotten a little bit more, but I think it was one of those things that the Cowboys are like, well, either we get nothing and get Micah Parsons or we get something and we got a 3rd-round pick. So, I think it was actually good for both teams.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
And the bonus was it pissed off the Giant fans.
Oh, yeah, that was major meltdowns. Major meltdowns with that. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
I appreciate you having the show. And everybody who's watching on my channel and stuff, go over and check out Philly 500. Give him some grief, okay? Tell him he's a dingbat and that he's crazy and to put down the crack pipe for thinking that his team is going to win 10 games this year.
Possibly 10. Chum Lee, thank you for the super chat. And everybody, if you haven't, click the link in the description and go sub up Mark Holmes. I'm telling you guys won't be disappointed. We have a good time all the time, and it's sad that he won't take my bet. He's wussing out of the Joe Boo bet.
You're the one that's wussing out.
But we'll figure it out
on my terms.
That's an unreasonable request.
Nope.
That's an unreasonable request. You know what I mean? It is unreasonable. But in all seriousness,
you come up with something that you're willing to sacrifice then comparable to Joe Boo.
I sacrifice my shoe. How about that? See, I don't think of Joe Boo. I don't think of voodoo dolls that valuable. It's a satanic doll. I've got to save the world. That's how I look at it. I'm doing God's work. You ever see Frailty? Ever see it? You ever see that movie?
No.
You gotta watch the movie. You never saw Tombstone either. How can you not see Tombstone?
I've seen it. I just don't. I mean, the way you were butchering it up, it's hard to understand what the fuck you were talking about.
It was a great line. I thought it was pretty good. But all right, well, listen, everybody. I want to thank you, Mark. Thank you for coming on. In all seriousness, man. Good luck to your team, Hall of Fame game. Good luck to yourself going to the Hall of Fame. I hope you have a great time. Nobody, in all seriousness, deserved that more than you, man. I'm really, really happy for you, man.
That, man.
The
great thing about the Hall of Fame will be is there's going to be so many of the. Well, then again, it's still kind of COVID, but there's so many of the former players, the greats and stuff that all come back to the Hall of Fame, and that's really like the mecca of football. So, I'm going to try and if I can get some of you Eagle brethren and stuff and content and things for you guys. So
we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Awesome. Well, listen, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. I'll be back later in the week with more streams, more videos. And Mark, once again, thank you so much. And everybody, if you haven't, click the link in the description and go sub up my man, Mark Holmes. Now, Mark, I appreciate you coming on, man.
I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the show.
There he goes with his clothes. This guy's got computers. He's calling me up. 500. My computer blew up. My house is about to burn down. I got so many wires going on. It's all crazy.
Are you not entertained?
Anyways, we want to thank Mark for coming on. With that said, I'm going to let everybody go. I hope you guys take care. We will talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat.